Hi everyone, welcome to another Tarot Pick a Card reading. Thank you so much for being here and I hope that you're all doing great. Today's reading is, how are they feeling about you? What actions are they going to take and what is the advice? We have three piles. Number 1, Saturn and Serpentine. Number 2, Jupiter and Amethyst. Number 3, Neptune and Rose Quartz. Pause the video if you need more time and I will continue with our readings. Thank you. If you have chosen the Saturn card and the Serpentine heart, this will be your reading. So let's see. Let's start with their feelings. How are they feeling about you? Page of Coins. Page of Wands reversed. 5 of Swords. 7 of Swords reversed. The Empress. Strength reversed. Okay. And no more of these. We're gonna go with our messages. There is regret for sure here. There is this idea that, yes, I see the truth now. Withdrawn, single, lonely, solitary, exactly what is happening here. Bluff, pretending, mask, exaggeration. So you might have somebody who doesn't feel so strong, yet they are acting like, it's not such a big deal. Healing, releasing, purifying, cleansing. Now, I want to see what actions they are going to take. Okay. Three of Coins reversed. Page of Swords reversed, so I'm fed up. 7 of Coins reversed. The Magician. I'm fed up to stay distant, very clearly. The Star and 4 of Swords reversed. Ego, I let my pride get in the way of our connection. Unfinished business, we still have things to resolve and discuss. Self-love, I am still trying to heal. I want to clarify a bit more the actions, the feelings, if we can have some more info over these things. Snake. Heart. Bouquet, so we have a romantic approach. Lilies. And the ship, boat. I have these time oracle cards and I will pull 2 of them. In a few weeks Patience required. Patience is required here, but not just because these are 2 weeks that somehow you are called to wait for communication, but because this person's energy is a bit in recovery mode. We will explain. Don't treat me the way you do. I do not deserve it. I don't want to be who I used to be. You deserve better. So you see, I think these things are very good. I want out. I want out from a mindset. I want out from this narrative of self-sabotage. It's very clear here what's happening, okay? And I need just a couple of cards that will give us some insight, some clear insight when it comes to somehow your advice. So I'm going to go with these, that they are a bit, well, they are a bit heavy sometimes. Bad credit, debt, unemployed. Let's put it here. Backstab, pain, cheating, deception, mind games, love bomb. Yes, of course, you understand that it's not really... No, the Psycho card. I love you. Obsessed, won't let go. One more. Police station. Okay, no worries, we're going to talk about this. Let's start with their feelings for you. So, this person is carrying a lot of guilt, like we have already said, with the Five of Swords and the Seven of Swords reversed. It's very clear that they know the clarity, they have clarity around the situation, they know what happened, and they know that probably they have hurt you, and they don't deserve your way of handling the whole situation. They don't deserve you. So they are no longer trying to lie to themselves about this. They might act like everything is fine. You see here, you got the strength reversed, withdrawn, pretending. All of these cards are showing that, okay, even though I'm not really strong, I'm not really confident, yet the strength is here kind of, making this appearance, creating this facade. So inside them, they are not feeling strong. They are trying to hold things together, but it is costing them a lot of energy. So they do feel something real. We have the Empress, and we also have the heart, the bouquet over here. And this is showing that you still have a very special place in their heart. They see your worth. They just feel unworthy of what you're offering right now. And the cards are giving this again and again and again. So it's obvious that you have triggered a deep healing in them. Maybe they are not saying that, but you have shown them what real love feels like. And this is scaring them. It's scary, but it's also waking them up. Right now, they are in a place of emotional confusion, trying to balance what they feel with the mess that they have created. This struggle is both internal and also, of course, within the connection. The Page of Coins is showing that there is a plan around this connection, that they won't pursue something, But the Page of Wands reversed is making them wonder if you are still excited over this idea. Well, when it comes to them, the excitement is gone. Okay, the initial excitement that was a bit adventurous, a bit risky. It was also about connecting to you and maybe exaggerating also a bit around who they really are, what they can do around this connection. So somehow they were bringing forward this sense of grandiosity around you. And now this thing has fallen apart. what they are doing. I think they are withdrawing to save this narrative. Somehow they don't want you to see that this entire thing was just a facade, that they have to withdraw to kind of save face, basically. But do they have feelings? The feelings are there. Okay, yeah, sure. There is appreciation, there is romance, but there is also the factor of what are these feelings filtered through. This is also very, very significant. And of course, you can see that we have somebody who's not feeling confident, somebody who's creating a very clear persona to be able to cope with emotions, in a relationship, in a place where they should feel confident, they should feel open. Anyways, let's continue with their actions. There are so many things going on under the surface. You get the Page of Swords reversed, the Three of Coins reversed, the Seven of Coins reversed. It looks like they have been watching you. They have been overthinking. But they are not really engaging. This lack of engagement can mean actually two things. Number one, there is clear distance, physical distance. You're not talking. You're not, you're not hanging out together anymore. And the second one is, I'm faking all this to the point where you actually, it's like I'm playing a role here. So I'm kind of pretending to act like this is something that is working. For example, we see this type of thing. They have been stuck in their ego, over analyzing everything, even simple things, but they are tired of that thing now. The Magician and the Star are showing that they do want to reach out. They feel like something is unresolved between you. You do have the unfinished business card over here. And they don't want to just leave the whole thing in silence forever. So it's like, right now, I don't feel confident. I don't feel okay. In fact, the Four of Swords reversed is showing that this waiting phase is coming to an end soon. And they are getting restless. It's like, I have to reach out. I have to do something. It might be too late. But I still have things that I want to say here. So they're kind of preparing for action, and they are preparing. And this preparation is so difficult to them because it's not like the problem is the page, the phone call, the approach. The actual problem here is, how is this thing going to feel once I will have to open up and really show you who I am? How is this thing going to feel when I will have to take that mask off my face and really talk to you in a direct and open way? What are you going to see? How are you going to feel about that? Now, why is this a problem? This is a problem because they are not confident with themselves. Maybe for you, this is the moment that you are waiting to see that this person is feeling comfortable, is feeling confident with you, okay? But for them, it's scary because they will do something that they have never done before. And then we get to the Lenormand. That makes the whole action thing a bit more specific. You got Snake, Heart, Bouquet. They still feel affection and love for you, but they have their own issues. Jealousy, fear, guilt, all of the things that we have said up here. I mean, the Snake shows that this is the confirmation. They are planning to offer something, not a huge act, maybe, but this is something real. Expect communication, expect a gesture in the next few weeks. Also, the cards are confirming like this because we do have cards that are quite slow and stuck, but at the same time, we have some cards that are showing very clearly that, I've had enough. I have to move. I have to do something. So it might not be super romantic right away, because they are still healing, they're still learning how to get out of this narrative, of stuck energy. But the truth is here, I don't want to be who I used to be. You deserve better. So, great. What does this mean? That you represent hope, you represent the star. You are inviting, you are encouraging this person to pursue a better way of being. Mm? And, we see very clearly that this is an entire process, and this is why patience is required, like I have already told you when we were pulling the cards. So, we see action, we see good intentions in general. The lilies, of course, are showing about with the ship a slow moving transition and a change that is extremely important. And the advice, I don't think that this has been something easy for you. The advice cards are showing that you have felt betrayed, abandoned, financially or emotionally drained by this. Yes, for some of you, even financially, you never know. Maybe you have been dealing with somebody who ghosted you, used your kindness, broke your trust. Okay. But on the other hand, the truth is that they do care. We have this I love you card, the obsessed thing here. So the bond isn't one-sided. But this obsessed shows that they have been hiding mostly everything here. So, or they have handled it pretty poorly, especially here with the police station. Do not chase. Okay, do not chase, guys. This person is struggling emotionally. They are discovering maybe their issues, their problems. They need time, so do not chase them. Let them come to you. If you're ready, if you're still available, good. If you're not, again, very good for you. Keep healing your self-worth and ground yourself and believe in your own stability. Because very often, when you have to deal with something like this, you're finding yourself in a situation where you start doubting your own value. Like, oh my God, am I so wrong? Am I so not good enough that this person has to run away constantly and hide? No, it's not about you. It's about them and the issues that they carry, and you are not responsible for their issues. This is something that, especially women, we have to really learn deeply, okay? So, when they do reach out, remember that you shouldn't overgive. Just because they manage to come forward without being Five of Swords, without being Page of Swords, without wearing a mask, it's not like they are winning an award for this. This is basic human behavior, what they're going to give you. So, okay, if you still have feelings for them, don't reject them or don't take what they are doing for granted. Show you're happy, show you're satisfied, but that's it. Don't be like, oh, celebration, because you managed to be to work to function like a human does, more or less. So let them meet you halfway. Really, do not forget what are your standards here. Because you have all these cards like backstab, obsessed, police station. I love you. Can I love you thing hide all of this and the pain that you have felt? This is something that you should answer. If you say, oh, of course, yes, I love you would be enough. Oh my God, great. You're good to go. So this connection, fantastic, it's not over. It's changing. It is changing because the problem of the connection, that is mainly this attitude over here, is shifting, is changing, which is not only surprising, but it's also very positive. The timing shows that in a few weeks we are getting there. but the overall energy requires patience and, the most important, emotional boundaries. So you are not imagining this connection, okay, but you're also not wrong to want to protect your peace. Let them come forward in their own time, and when they do, connect to your intuition, stay connected to your intuition, and you will know whether you can say yes or close the door forever to that thing. This is what I see. So let me know what you think. If you liked it, you can like and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Bye bye. If you have chosen the Jupiter card and the Amethyst stone, this will be your reading. Let's start with their feelings. How do they feel about you right now? What are their feelings for you? Knight of Cups. The Moon reversed. Nine of Cups. Three of Coins. 10 of Cups reversed. 4 of Cups. Not bad, I have to say. Foundation, established family security. Bitterness, resentment, anger, hurtful words. Commitment, marriage, promises, fidelity. The issue of the stability of marriage, of happiness, keeps coming up. But even though it's present, you can see very clearly that it has a certain level of resentment around the idea of foundation. Let's talk about actions. Ten of Coins reversed. Knight of Wands. Knight of Coins. The World Tree, the World. Two of Wands reversed. Wheel of Fortune. I like these two knights together. They are supporting each other in a good way. Secrets. I haven't told you everything. New chapter. I'm trying to move on. Good. Reveal. I want to tell you the truth. Excellent. Let's add more layers of meaning to the tarot we have seen until now. The Sun. Bear. Mice. Clover. Woman. Two timing cards. later than you think, way off in the future. It gives the sense of delay clearly. Maybe they are already late. This might say something also about where you're standing with your patience and your tolerance around this situation. If I could go back in time, I would handle us differently. I cry at night. Well, I'm not impressed. My life is a mess right now. Okay. Yeah. Their mind is a mess right now. Shocking news. Cope. This is our advice, kind of. Secluded, separation, reflecting, soul searching. Secret accounts. So again, the element of secrecy and hiding. Ashamed, guilt, embarrassed, in the wrong. Okay. So how are they feeling about you? This person has strong, deep feelings and some very real confusion about what to do with these feelings. With the Knight of Cups, Nine of Cups, and the Moon reversed, they have already imagined moments with you. What it would be like, uh, how it would feel if they opened their heart, if they could love you, if they could try and build something serious with you. But this love comes with a lot of baggage. Ten of Cups reversed, bitterness, established foundation. These cards are suggesting that they are carrying a heavy emotional history, maybe from a past marriage, from a long term relationship, or even from their childhood, of course. They want connection, but something in them fears this stability that at the same time they are craving for. They're afraid that this stability will trap them or will disappoint them again. They might look emotionally distant right now with this Four of Cups, but it's not because they don't care. It's because they are trying to hide the fact that they care too much and they don't feel safe being vulnerable yet. The overall message here is about commitment. There is commitment energy, but this is not a simple like a relationship or commitment. This is marriage level energy, but it's buried under fear, resentment, guilt, and potentially generational trauma or childhood conditioning. The feelings are deep. They want to offer, they want to feel happy from this offering, they want to take action. The idea that we can build something together is something very attractive to them. Like, oh my God, I could live a different reality. But it's hard. So let's see their actions here. What actions are they going to take? We see the Ten of Coins reversed, first of all. So it feels like their life is not stable enough for a relationship. They might be struggling with finances, family expectations, or inner shame. Then we get to the two knights, Knight of Wands and Knight of Coins. And here we see that they're offering something. Okay, the knights, of course, are about movement forward. The Knight of Wands is impulsive. is not stable, doesn't bring stability, but it brings passion, it brings fire energy. And then we have the Knight of Coins. The Knight of Coins is about the stability. So what do we understand from this? This is somebody who wants to come forward, who wants to offer something that is steady, that makes sense, to work on the connection in order to start building something that will look like a commitment or a very stable foundation. But it looks like their circumstances already have a certain foundation that is not stable. So this is why they are coming forward in a kind of a sporadic way here and there. They are not 100% present in the connection. And you can see very clearly that they are saying that they have feelings for you, but when it comes to actions, these actions are not enough, are not proving their words. And of course, this is where you feel abandoned and you even feel shocked. For example, this shocking news is like, this is somebody who is kind of convincing you because it's true that they have feelings. And you're talking yesterday, for example, you were talking about the relationship and how this thing is going to unfold and what a great connection is going to be. And the next day, all of a sudden, this person is ghosting you. Or you see that this person has made some form of choice that you were not expecting. Or they are detaching from you. All of a sudden, they are going cold. This is not to justify, of course. Okay, I'm just telling you what I see. This is coming from the inner disaster and the inner chaos that they are experiencing because of their circumstances. So yes, we do have a practical foundation of difficult circumstances. And then we have another layer, the emotional layer, of how this person is handling. And here is the problem. They're handling all of this with bitterness, with resentment, with a strange, secretive behavior, while what they really want to do is to come forward with a stable plan, with a functional plan, and try to see where this connection is potentially going. The world is showing a desire to close the older chapter and somehow start doing things differently. In fact, a new chapter, I'm trying to move on. The Two of Wands reversed says that they haven't made that move yet. And this decision is forming. Now we're getting to, I think, the most important card when it comes to their actions. Wheel of Fortune, Wheel of the Year. Why is this important? Because this is telling me that, yeah, okay, they have feelings for you, but we have circumstances that are affecting the way this person is operating. So what do? We take a step back. The circumstances are changing. The wheel is turning. The practical things are being formed in a different way, and this person will have a chance to embrace things differently from now on. So the world shows a desire to close the old chapter and start doing things differently. The Two of Wands reversed says that they haven't made that move yet, but the decision is forming. The Lenormand gives a more specific overview of what is really going on. We have the Sun and the Bear card. This is telling me that they will take a bold step forward and eventually something will bring a clarity here. The door is opening up again. There will be a strong direct action, possibly very surprising. Then we have the Mice and the Clover. They are nervous, insecure, and they doubt whether they still have a chance with you. But they will try. And they will try when they feel slightly a bit more stable. And this is where we go to this later than you think and way off in the future. The Woman, you're still the person at the center of all of this. You're not forgotten. So this person wants to talk. They want to tell you the truth. They are realizing that they should have handled things in a different way. And right now, they are waiting for the moment where they can eventually feel safe and worthy enough to face this difficult decision to come forward. Why? Because this is not just about opening up to you and telling you that they feel how they feel or what they would like with you. This is also about coming clean over these secrets. They have very clearly, there is something that they have to tell you, something that they think, at least, that you do not know. And they consider very important, almost a catalyst, like I have to open up about this and let you know what is really happening. When we get to the timing cards, this isn't something that will unfold next week. The cards are showing healing before contact, not contact before healing. Yes, communication and clarity will come, but it can take also up to a couple of months. This person needs to do many things. Number one, they need to handle their mess. They are saying, my life is a mess. As I have explained to you, I don't think that this mess is so much about circumstances. Yes, the circumstances are harsh. We have seen cards that are confirming this, and this is something that you should take into consideration. But there is also another aspect, another layer. How do I cope with these difficulties? Not well. Not well. It means that they are struggling to a point where they cannot really resolve these things relatively easily. Their emotions, their struggle is adding to the overall difficulty that they are facing. So then what they need to do, they need to feel emotionally safe, to stop hiding. I haven't told you everything. I want to reveal, I want to tell you the truth. How am I going to do that? And how am I going to start a new chapter if I'm not feeling safe? So again, we're going back to the bitterness card, which is, I think, the core card here, because it's what is really blocking this connection is not their indecision or the fact that they don't want to be with you, but the fact that they are carrying all of this emotional baggage from past situations, and they are coping with this emotional baggage in such a poor way, or at least this is what they have done until now, that it makes it kind of difficult. And to be very honest with you, you shouldn't, if we have to talk in these terms, you shouldn't want them to come forward with this emotional baggage, because you would become the receiver of this, of this emotional thing, of this bitterness, of this resentment that they have towards situations and experiences. And of course, when they will come forward, somehow, if you still care, somehow you're supposed to be receptive, to make them feel that, oh, it's okay, you can talk. Again, very similarly as we have seen to pile one, this approach doesn't mean, oh my God, champagne, great, you have come here to do the minimum human interaction, congratulations. No, you can be open to listen, to acknowledge the situation, whatever you want, but, just be neutral, just be yourself. And it's also, I think, that honesty, neutral energy, calm vibes, no craziness. These are things that they don't know how it feels actually to be with somebody like that. In fact, they are imagining, how it would be if we could cooperate. So this is making us understand that this person doesn't have these things. They just don't. They don't have these abilities. They didn't have these experiences in the past. So it's absolutely normal to feel frustrated under these circumstances, of course. I'm talking about you now, not about them. And but think about it. If this thing is meant to be long term, it's fine that it should take a couple of months. The bear shows that this is slow but strong energy. So this is not a quick spark, but a solid structure that is being built underneath. Now, what are you supposed to do? How are you supposed to cope with all of this? First of all, focus on yourself. Whatever we are saying, this is something that we always say, because it's very common to say, what is wrong with me? Why is this person doesn't want to be with me? They want stability, they want this, they want commitment, foundation, but they don't care. Why all of this? This is not your problem. You are not coping with all of this conditioning. Maybe you have your own conditioning to cope with. Okay, work on that. Work on yourself. You're not here to wait passively for this person to complete their new chapter and whatever they have to open up. You're here to keep evolving. Jupiter, this is, I don't know if this is, yeah, we do have karmic cards, but I would say that this is more to me like a twin flame situation where we have to grow. We are both triggered. We are called to fix our wounds a bit. And potentially, if we manage to do a proper damage control, we can continue. With a proper handling, we can continue together. So it's not so much about karmic and something. It's about releasing what we have been carrying now in this lifetime. Yeah, you see what's going on here. Cope. Basically, you don't have to cope. To cope with what? With somebody else's issues. To cope with your feelings. Why are you supposed to cope with your feelings? You should acknowledge and celebrate your feelings. You should be happy for having positive feelings for another human being. That would be great. But then you need to learn that these feelings are one layer, one chapter in your life. There is another layer, the practical. What is this person doing? Are they moving on? Are they moving forward? Are they present in my life? If they are not present in my life, you know what? I will not dedicate all my life waiting for them. I have things to do. Okay. So do not overthink their silence. Maybe you don't know the full story yet. And you will know when they will come forward. And then you will understand better and you will be in a place to respond with power and peace. So don't take over the guilt for the lack of action of somebody else. Do not overthink. Do not shrink to be like, oh my God, what should I do? Should I be like that? Should I be like that? Would they prefer me like this? No, my God. You do your thing. You be yourself and that's it. Who cares? I mean, hold your standards. Let them rise to meet these standards. Because, by the way, this is what they are trying. Let's be fair. They are trying to expand. They are trying to let go of past difficulties. And this is something that we have to acknowledge at least. So they are not over you. They are projecting ideas of stability. They have a certain conditioning and certain issues that are blocking them from this dynamic. Maybe you will not get what you want in the timing that you want, but you will get the truth. And you will get also a great potential if that's what you want. The connection has potential, especially if they move on a bit, if they, just get to this new chapter a bit faster. We are great. So this delay is not a rejection, is part of a healing process. This is what I see. So let me know what you think. If you liked it, you can like and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Bye bye. If you have chosen the Rose Quartz and the Neptune card, this will be your reading. So, how are they feeling about you right now? Ten of Coins. 10 of Cups reversed. 8 of Coins reversed. 5 of Wands. 3 of Coins. 9 of Cups. Only you, devoted, attached, crave. Boundaries, no, drawing the line, enough. Rejection, abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear. Let's see their actions. King of Cups. The Lovers. 6 of Swords reversed. Page of Coins. Temperance reversed. 3 of Wands. Unsatisfied. I wasn't happy the way things were going. Runner. I don't want to run anymore. Conversation. I want to call you and hear your voice. Clover. Tree. Bear. Moon. Cross. The heat between us is intense. Drama. I don't want to be alone. And of course, let's pull 2 timing cards to take into consideration with their actions. May. Divine timing is at play. What about your advice? Sweet talk. Under pressure, anxiety, time is running out. True colors. Fake busy. Married. How are they feeling about you? Your person is emotionally tied to you in a deep and almost overwhelming way. We see cards like the Ten of Coins, the Three of Coins, and these cards are showing that they want a form of long-term stability, something real, something that can actually grow. But we also have cards that are showing a fracture. The Ten of Cups reversed is emotional disillusionment. The Five of Wands is about internal conflict. The Eight of Coins reversed is a lack of effort. Might not be about what they are experiencing right now, it might be about the future, about the past, sorry. So they are torn. They crave this energy. We have devoted, attached, only you, and yet they carry deep insecurities, rejection, abandonment, irrational fears. It feels like they either ghosted you, shut down emotionally, or practically sabotaged the connection just when it was becoming something here. They've been scared to cross your boundaries and maybe even convinced themselves that you have said, no, I'm drawing the line. I've had enough. And yet they still feel this bond in a very intense way. Um, so I don't know, these boundaries, have you really set boundaries? Are they projecting these boundaries onto you? There is something here that is very confusing because they are like, I'm kind of respecting your boundaries, but then I'm also running, which is kind of contradicting here. So the point is this, that this person hasn't moved on emotionally. They are still very attached to you and they still think that somehow it is very important to connect to you again emotionally. Their next move, their next actions. This is where it gets very specific, and I think it's also very, very promising. We have cards like the King of Cups, the Lovers, even the Six of Swords reversed, but mostly Page of Coins. The Page of Coins is very important. For example, I want to call you and hear your voice conversation. So these cards are showing very clear that yes, they are taking action. They want emotional closeness. And even if they don't know how to create this dynamic perfectly, because you have a page, you have a person with emotions, you have somebody who has a plan, but they still have to develop everything. You have somebody who is stuck and doesn't want to walk away from you, and a major decision that needs to be practical, but it's also loaded by intense feelings. So there is a very complicated dynamic here because of these internal contradictions. But we do have also cards like the Temperance reversed over here and the Three of Wands reversed. And this is showing that there is impatient or emotionally unbalanced energy at the moment. The Six of Swords reversed, as I've told you, is the energy of somebody who said, okay, I'm moving on, enough, I don't care. But they are realizing that because of the feelings that they have for you, they can't do it. So the point here is that they are forced to take action. And to be very honest with you, do they really want to take action? If they could avoid it, they would have already avoided it. They would be away, they wouldn't care. Because the fear of rejection is huge here. But what forces them to get stuck and really feelings? Not even their need for stability. This is somebody who wants stability, okay? This is somebody who is craving for stable situations, stable things. They want these things. They haven't tried to create anything stable with you up to this point, okay? But, and in fact, your story appears to be risky to them. This Three of Wands reversed is a dynamic where somehow they have to change many things just to adjust to make room for you to come in their reality the way you should come into their reality. So it's all quite confusing right here. It's all quite intense for them. If they could avoid all this, oh my God, yes, they would run away. Absolutely. And they are saying, you know what, I'm not happy with the narrative of walking away, and I'm tired of walking away. They have realized that even the distance that maybe they have created between you and them is not really healing anything. It's just made them want more, want to be there with you more. It gave them clarity, if you think about it. So what will they actually do? They will reach out, they will talk, they will try, they will work for this. But it will not be some big romantic scene right away. It will be a conversation. This is a conversation. This is not testing the waters, trying to see if you agree, if you don't agree, how you feel. No, this is a very clear, practical conversation where the main goal is to understand what we both want and to reach a decision. So I think they already know that they have to choose love, that they will choose love because there is no other way in their case. And they're heading towards that, but there is also this fear of rejection. So they are trying to make it look like, oh, okay, this is practical, this is not such a big deal. Let's see what you also want. This is why you see this need for conversation. Now, we're getting to the Lenormand that is grounding even more this message. You have clover, tree, bear. So this energy is very slow, but at the same time very lucky, and we're also talking about deep growth and stability. So yeah, absolutely, we are talking about rebuilding something that is stable, that is constant, that is long-term, all of the nice things here. Then we have the moon and the cross. Here we have emotions. You see the karmic element of the situation, the cross, the burden that they carry. And this burden that they carry is related to painful past situations. For example, for some, this may involve a past marriage or a deep wound from family, from religious backgrounds and conditioning. So they are trying to break free from patterns. So think about the Hierophant. When the Hierophant is not an advisor, is not a dogma that I welcome, is not my tradition, is not my legacy, but it's basically a prison, a jail, something that has been imposed on me by others. So this is what we see here. I'm trying to break free from this narrative. They want happiness, they don't want drama. And even if they didn't show this thing before, now they're willing to step into this, into a more emotionally mature mindset. Now, let's get to the timing that, of course, you saw May. Now we're in July. Of course, this is timeless. So if you are watching this on May, you're going to be like, oh, yeah. But, let me explain. May is not necessarily like a prediction on the month of May. It could be, yeah, but I mean, this is more of an emotional imprint. Something around that month, even years ago has marked this mindset, this narrative. It would be when they fell for you, when they lost something or somebody very important to them, when they actually began to wake up. So we don't take it necessarily literally. Instead, we focus on the energy of divine timing, which says that yes, there will be a delay, but this shift is already in motion. You might hear from this person or see their movement within 6 to 9 weeks. Why so long? First of all, this person is not coming to send you a message to see how you're doing, what's up, what's going on, how are you feeling today? Oh my God, the weather is so hot. No. This person is coming with a plan. This person is coming with clarity. They're defensive. They don't want to show that they have these deep feelings and all of this. Okay, so it's going to be practical. Like, what do you think? How do you feel? What is the plan? They have a plan that is in progress. They are not walking away because they can't. They are already deep into this emotional thing. And somehow they have to bring forward everything in a very aligned way. Plus their fears, this person has their own fears. So yes, May is also the month, think about it, month of rebirth, recreation. New things are blossoming and it's time. This is more like a guarantee that yes, this connection can blossom and this person will come forward with that intention. But there is divine timing. What about your advice? The cards are showing very clearly that you are not the one who is supposed to act here. Okay. So if you feel like under pressure and you're like, I have waited for so long and now I have to move forward and do something, I have to know. Yes, if you take action now, this person is not ready to give you answers. So you're not going to have the closure that you think you're going to have. If you want to move forward and leave this story behind for good, yes, of course, you are free to do so. Absolutely. But don't be like, no, I want to know now. I want them to tell me now. They won't tell you. They are not ready. This is the concept of divine timing. It's not like, oh, wait, sit down and wait and see when this thing is going to go. So the first thing you have to know is that this is none of your business to try and take action and try to understand it. No, this is their problem. What you can do instead is to understand very clearly that you're not supposed to feel guilty here. You're not supposed to wonder, have I done that correctly? Did they like me enough? Maybe they didn't. Maybe I wasn't so good looking as they wanted me to be. I wasn't so beautiful. Yeah. Break free from fear. Stop being afraid for somebody else's problem. This is not your problem. This is not your responsibility. Choose love over fantasy. Again, as we have said in pile 2, if you love this person, acknowledge your feelings and say, yeah, I have feelings. Nice. Now, am I going to cry over these feelings? Possibly. Once every now and then. But you cannot turn your life into a drama because you have feelings for somebody. Use these feelings as a creative path. Fake busy is kind of silly over here, but it makes sense. Create things. If you feel like, oh my God, I can't wait, I'm sad, I love this person, I had expectations. Guys, please lower your expectations. Find hobbies. Work more. Do cleaning, I don't know, do something. Your life, don't stop your life for somebody else. We understand, we appreciate, we see the good intentions, okay, but you're not going to live in a world of fantasy. You can choose. Neptune can be your friend, your ally, can also be an energy that is driving you towards illusion. So you have to choose. Don't feel the pressure to talk, like, oh my God, we have to talk, we have to do this. Maybe you have been dealing with somebody who has been emotionally inconsistent. It could be. Maybe they have been emotionally inconsistent, not necessarily because they have done that only with you, but because their circumstances and their baggage is kind of overwhelming them. So again, don't internalize their behavior and their issues. This is also a cross that you might carry here, okay? It's not your problem. So let them come forward. When they do, you need to look for depth, because first of all, they're coming forward with delay. So if there is no depth, then we have a problem right there. And then you can decide what you want, but don't pause your life like, I will start living again when they will come back. No. So this person could be your partner. Okay, but in order for this person to become your partner, it should become your equal. Of course, this isn't an advice that necessarily, oh my God, it's for everybody. Everyone is under pressure. Everyone wants to call that person and so on. No, but this is what I see, guys. This is what I'm telling you, okay? You don't have to take that personally. So, they will reach out, they will speak with delay, they will have this super, super serious conversation that we like so much, and then you will decide where you stand with all of this. So, and remember that they have to choose to rise. Extremely important. And they have to want to that. And of course, you will have to want that too to make it happen. But if we find ourselves aligned in the near future, everything is going to work perfectly and fantastically. This is what I see. So let me know what you think. If you liked it, yes, you can like and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye bye.